The third time, of course, played for the national team for a long time as well. He did say earlier in the pre-match interview that he possibly thinks that Syria will be the toughest examination for his boys. Good ball, and Korea have the lead. Fabulous finish that from who else but the captain Jong Il-kwon on the score sheet straight away. And look at the smile on the face of the coach. 21st goal for him for his country. And a perfect start for the Koreans.
Well, it's hardly surprising he's got a smile on his face. The only time that they've scored a goal in the last 6 matches was in the Asian Cup, and that was against Vietnam. Great move, lovely ball threaded through there from Ryun-il. But just see this run from Jong Il-kwon. He just staggered that run. He didn't sprint to get in the box, which
those days didn't come up with 5 saves, 4 top-class saves as well in that, but the goal he's conceded has gone through his legs.
I still think the power and pace on the ball was what beat him there, and you can tell there is a big difference.
Take your word for it. Just got misled by the last save, but he could have saved that, possibly. But anyway, that's for Fajr Ibrahim to think. As far as Yoon Jong-so is concerned, this is what he will have to worry about, because it is onside and it's a goal. Of course, he thanks the heavens. That's the left back, so Fajr Ibrahim's side has got a goal back in this.
Al-Hamwi it was that got in front of the man and just poked it home. It's a great striker's run, and he gets his just rewards. We waxed lyrical about him just a little bit earlier on, and Al-Hamwi does and makes that run to perfection. It's the ball that's delivered in between the goalkeeper and the defender. Who deals with it, the keeper or the defender? I'll tell you what, the striker does, because Al-Hamwi just gets there first. And look, it's come off the bottom of his studs. If you get in front of your defenders and you get a touch, any kind of touch, it could put it goal bound. He's had a good first half, him. Said I liked him. And when you make runs like that in front of defenders and you get little nicks, you get your rewards.
Yeah, first goal as well in national colours for Shadi Al-Hamwi. Yeah,
he must have heard us. Thumbs up.
Great ambassador for Syria as well, in his 50th appearance for the national team, the second most experienced player in this squad. With good reason. Here's a chance for Syria, and they have a goal that's taken them into the lead. Mohammad Al-Marmor finds the back of the net, and that's exactly what Syria were threatening to do towards the end of the first half. They eventually find it at the beginning of the second.
Wow. That is some strike. Gets fortuitous there because it just bounces up really nice for him. What's the keeper doing? Antai-Song must think that he's going across goal, but look at the angle. There's enough there for him, and he just absolutely slams it right into the top corner. Cool, calm finish from Al-Marmor. And there you go. Score. What a finish. What a good strike. What a good finish. I think he's been substituted now as well.
No, I think it was just a hug to the coach, to Fajr Ibrahim, who possibly must have told him, listen, you're going to score today. It happens sometimes, the coach tells you. Still, of course, he couldn't have done much about that shot from Mohammad Al-Marmor.
I actually think he could. But no doubt we'll discuss that a little bit later on over a coffee and dinner. He's been done at the near post. He's just slammed it in. If he stands big and strong, he can put his arm up and just get something on that.
Onside is Shadi Al-Hamwi, and that is 3-1. If you get your first goal for the country, you may as well go on and get 2, and that's exactly what he's done. And now it's 3-1 for Syria, from a goal down in the 3rd minute to a 3rd goal at the hour mark. What a fabulous return this is from Fajr Ibrahim's side, who must be absolutely delighted, and whatever he said at halftime has clearly worked.
This is the problem, I think, that the Koreans have, is that when they allow teams to get back in, and then when they go down, their heads drop, and you can quite clearly see there, that's a poor goal to concede. Don't take anything away from Shadi Al-Hamwi. Was he offside? I think he looked in an offside position, if I'm being honest. But what's the keeper doing? I mean, that's not even, that's down the middle of the goal. Where is the goalkeeper? That's poor to be beaten from there at that angle with that pace. Take nothing away from the finish, take nothing away from the strike. I mean, that goal has been gifted to them. It's individual errors again that we're seeing that are hurting teams.
Gupta having a word with one one of the other goal scorers, Mohammad Al-Marmur.
He's football. They've just come up against Ibrahim Alma, who's in absolute fantastic form today.
6 saves, 4 of them top class. And that's why it's Syria who are closer to their 4th goal than DPR Korea. Another ball threaded through. Here's a chance for Mohammad Al-Marmur to make it 4-1 Syria. It is 2 goals for Shadi Al-Hamwi, 2 goals for Mohammad Al-Marmur, and Syria surely will do enough now to protect the scoreline, if not add to the worries that DPR Korea are already facing here in Ahmedabad. Fabulous.
It's another 4 goals conceded by the Korean side. That's poor, but who's pulling all the strings at the moment now? It's Firas, who's dropping into holes and he's becoming unplayable. You can't get close to him. He's just threaded that ball through, take nothing away from Al-Marmuri, because he still had a lot of work to do here. It's a good first touch, a good second touch, maybe just gets fortuitous there, but that's created the half yard for himself to tuck it back across the keeper. That's game, set and match for me. There is absolutely no way that the Koreans are getting back into this one, in my opinion.
Tell you what, Tajikistan players will be watching this with a lot of interest. They got 4 goals as well yesterday, but they had to.
Buys or wins. Everybody wants to play and everybody wants to win.
This is the next challenge for India as well. DPR Korea on the 13th of July.
They can beat them. After watching this performance.
It's going to be my next question to you, but you've answered that already. Here's a chance for DPR Korea to at least make the scoreline look like last night's, and certainly will look like last night's. Talk about a commentator's curse as far as the Syrians are concerned, but a good goal and something to say for Ri Hyung-jin. Came off the bench on the score sheet. 2nd goal for the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. 4-2.
Have we got a comeback on? That's the question. I didn't see this coming, I have to be honest. But I tell you what, there's 4 red shirts standing around doing nothing, just too far off the man. It's a great strike from Ri Hyung-jin. Turning backs, not close enough. Poor defending. I tell you, the Syria coach will not be happy that they've conceded that goal. And neither will he, because he's had a good game, Alma, even though he's conceded 2 goals.
I tell you,
when you play narrow, you can only go in one direction. You can't create as much as you would like to. The variation isn't there.
Yeah, we saw that way too often in the first half. Both the wingers trying to cut in as well. You could understand from the captain's point of view. He got a frustrated figure as the Syrians kept coming in numbers and scoring. Once again, no foul given. Here's a chance for the captain to finally get on the score sheet. And on the score sheet, he will to get his 32nd for the country. No offside given, no foul given earlier, which is something that DPR Korea will look back at and think maybe it should be aggrieved by it from the referee. But Firas Al-Khatib finally on the score sheet, 5-2 for Syria.
Foul, 100%. Offside right in front of us, touch and go. I thought he was in an offside position. Cool, calm finish. Don't take anything away from that. But I think there's very, very just cause there for the Koreans to be a little bit upset, because there was a clear foul on the halfway line there. How it's not been given, I don't realise, and I don't know. But Firas, he's got his just rewards, because he's had a good game this second half. He started pulling all the strings. The foul was there, we've just missed it. Okay, he's onside, that one's cleared up, so that's nice and easy. But just before that, I'm telling you, Maher Dabul definitely committed a foul on that halfway line. That goal shouldn't have stood, and I think the Koreans now, they don't deserve to be 5-2 down, if we're being honest. They don't deserve to lose this game 5-2.
And you also got
to the final. Then you can play all your other fringe players and give them an opportunity to shine as well.
Well, they're shining already, the Syrians. The most goals they've scored in a game since 2016.
They're looking good, to be fair. They're looking the strongest side that we've seen out of the 4 so far, in my opinion. I know I said 3-1, but I did mean 5-2. Just punch that ball out then, did he, rather than kick it? I don't think I've seen that before.
Never before.
That's a little bit of showboat. You don't really be wanting that as the coach. I tell you, the coach will have him afterwards, because they might be 5-2 up, but you still have to keep that professional ethos as a keeper, because one sloppy incident or one mistake and it could cost you.
That was a moment of silence because I was picking my jaw up. Couldn't believe what I was seeing on the football pitch.
Will he do it again? That's the big question. Here you go. Okay.
That's how they do it in Syria. Now, possibly.
I'll tell you what, he'd be a great discus thrower, wouldn't he? Did you see the turn and the swing in those shoulders?